With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing again here. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Touchdown, Eagles! Justin Jefferson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To the air, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen. It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Allen off the play fake. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 32 yards. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dawson Knox. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You. Watch safety creep, 56.
Throwing now is Allen. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 56. I got you. Jim.
Cook up the gut. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson flush to his right. This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it. The 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Again, Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's about that
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Allen now on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, He faces 3rd and long.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action. Allen buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Gano's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The two Wilsons, Zach and Garrett, teaming up there. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back.